This is going to be the segment that shows you how to master dealing with the paper tray. Over the years, Ricoh has gotten stronger and stronger and easier to use. Used to refer to their tray as the Japanese Rubik's Cube because it seemed to have lots of parts that were moving. This one has gotten pretty simple, but let's just go over some of the basics. This part right here extends to allow the paper that is printed to come out, and it lands on this. Now the paper will come out face up. So that's the expander here. Here's the bottom tray, the built-in tray here, and we're going to pull it out, and we're actually going to take it completely from the printer here. All right. So this is the built-in tray. This is where the paper goes. Now I want to show you how to first expand the paper tray so that it will hold 11 by 17. You might look at this and you say, how in the world could you put 11 by 17 in here? And you can't. Well, through the magic of the Japanese Rubik's Cube, we're going to flip this little gizmo here, like that. Flip this one here. And those two unlock the paper tray. They unlock the paper tray. And guess what? We get to expand the tray. How neat is that? And we'll lock them back in place. With the paper tray in this size, we can support all paper sizes just like this. We never need to collapse the tray unless we just want to. All right. Now, to frame the paper, we need to frame the paper on three sides. The paper leaves the tray here. So the paper gets pulled up like this. It does a shape of the letter C like this. That's how it comes out. So when we put paper in this tray, guess what? We want to load it with the bright white side of the print side face down. So the paper is going to go face down in this. Now to frame the paper, first, these are our sliders for the left and right side. So by pushing in on this, I'm able to move them like this. So the first paper we're going to put in here is just plain letter paper to do some reports and to show you some of the things the printer does. Okay, so we lay it in here. We're going to frame it like this. Okay. Now next is this backstop right here. And the backstop keeps the paper from moving backwards as the paper comes out. If we fail to put the backstop in place, ultimately we're going to get a message from the printer saying some sort of paper jam. So we'll push this, and to push it, all we do is we push on this little deal here, and it goes just like that. Okay, and that's all there is to loading paper in this printer. So when we change paper sizes, we're going to adjust this, and we're going to adjust this to frame the paper on three sides. Now, when we load paper into this tray, we always want to load it short edge first. Okay, some printers out there you do this number. This would be long edge, but with this printer, we're always loading the short edge first, so it's just like this. Okay, so that's how you load it. Now we're ready to put it back in the printer, and it slides right in just like this. Now, since we've got this additional space because we expanded the tray, Ricoh has this little gizmo here. It's like a little slider, if you will, and it sort of gives a little sunshade right here. How neat is that? Next step is I want to show you how to use the front panel, and we're going to print a few things that I think are things you need to know about. First is look at the front panel here, and not too many keys. We got our power button here, and right here is the all-important enter key. So when we ask you to press the enter key, or you need to, that's the enter key. This is the menu key, which also is the down arrow key. So they're doing two things with the same key. Up arrow key, the escape is like the return key, okay, to go back a menu. Okay. Over here, we have a job reset key. So if something is printing and you wish to cancel it, you're going to push the job reset key, and then you need to press the enter key twice. It will prompt you on the screen. So if you want to cancel a job, you push the job reset key, push the enter key twice. Form feed sometimes is used if you want to resume the job, okay, but not too often. So what we want to do is I want to show you how to print a nozzle check. Okay, a nozzle check just lets us know if the printer's healthy, and it's something that I recommend you print at the beginning of every print day or whenever you think you might have a problem. Now you can do the nozzle check on plain paper, so don't do it on your sublimation paper. So we're going to push the menu key. All right, then we took it out of energy saver mode, so I actually had to push it twice. Next we're going to push the menu key, which is now the down arrow key, and we're looking for maintenance. Okay, so there's our maintenance. And now at the maintenance menu, we're going to push the enter key 3 times. Once, you'll see it says nozzle check. 2, you'll see it says print pattern. And 3, it actually prints. So it gives us a message of processing. The nozzle check is going to come out. And this is our indication of whether or not the printer is healthy. So if you see 4 colors, which you do here, and if all those bars look complete, then the printer is healthy. Now the very last bar here of each color will not be complete. There's only 1 there. So, it's just how Ricoh decided to do it. Above each color is a number. 1 is on the cyan and black, 2 is on the yellow and magenta. And that lets us know what capping station each color is connected to. And that's not at this point in time something that's extremely important, but if you were to go do a cleaning or head flush, it allows you to only clean head number 1, so to speak, or head number 2. So it's just one of those little bonus features if you do need to do a cleaning. All right. So next, what we want to do is we want to show you how to put the printer back in ready mode so you're ready to print. And guess what? We're going to push the escape key. And we push it 1 more time, and we're back to ready. So the escape key is your way to get the printer back online, kind of stuff. Next, what I want to do is I want to print a report that tells us all about the printer. Its firmware, what accessories we have. In order to do that, again, we're going to push our menu key. Okay, and then we're going to push the down arrow key to list, test, print. We'll push our enter key, and then we'll push it 1 more time. Now this particular report generally is 2 pages, and what we're going to do after it prints is we're going to change the view of the camera so you can see what's on this report. Okay, this is the report. It's 2 pages, and here's what I want to focus on. First thing to note is it has the serial number on this report. Here it is right here. Next is it shows us pages counted. Okay, and then moving down here it shows us the firmware in the printer. These numbers right here. And I can tell you by looking at these numbers, this was one of the first 7100s to come into the States. The firmware is out of date, and we will recommend that you update the firmware. And the firmware is on our website. It's very easy to update. It's in the support area. Moving down here, it shows us the ink levels, and here these ink levels are the approximate ink levels along with the remaining space in the maintenance tank, the ink collector unit, which is 100%. So these are not what I would call exact ink levels, and you can either hook it up Ethernet or use the video to show you your exact ones. Moving down here, this shows us the attached accessories, and you'll note that we've got our bypass tray right here. We've got our tray 1, which is the built-in, and tray 2, which is the optional. And that's basically the important information. The rest is some settings that you'll probably never touch.